Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today I want to do a video on this new Ultimate Clash that came out in part 2 of the Worldwide Celebration, just because it's very unique and it's very different from a normal Ultimate Clash. This is actually my second run through of it, and actually to get all the rewards you do have to beat it 3 times. And I actually find this to be a very fun Ultimate Clash. So normally what it is you're doing like 3 stages with a bunch of little stages, and then kind of a boss for each phase. Well, this one's only one phase, so this one caught me like really off guard at first, because I was taking my normal approach, and my normal approach is I just run mono teams. So like on this one I would have done like mono, like extreme strength or something like that. But you only have 2 fights. It's this Paragus fight and then a Broly fight, but the Broly fight is really long. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking like my, I have a Dragon Ball Heroes team that I always have as like one of my backup teams. Or actually I have 2 of them. I have a Super and Extreme one, but I wanted to bring this Extreme Heroes team for part 1. Not that Paragus is that hard, but he can be sealed. So this team is all about debuffing. So we just literally sealed him immediately, and then we just go till we win this fight. But you can see Paragus has a lot of health, so he's a lot stronger than your typical phase 1 like minion. Because normally they're just like one shots, like super easy, right? So, yeah, that was pretty easy. Sorry, I was getting some messages there, so I decided to go do not disturb in the middle. Of course, my phone will be like dead silent, and then the moment I try to record something, everybody starts bombing me. So, you know, that's how it goes. So where I got caught off guard was we're gonna have this Broly boss fight, and it was way longer than I was expecting, and all of a sudden I was like burning through all my teams, and I was doing like all these mono teams. So luckily, my first playthrough, I had to use like 50 units. Like he kept killing me because he's actually pretty strong. Like he hits like a moderate level like red zone boss, and he's got AoE phases. Like it's actually a tough fight. So the strategy I went in here is I'm just not worrying about mono teams, because the Broly phase has all different types of, you know, typings in it anyways. So you just bring like really good teams for this one. So for players that are like newer, that don't have like a large box of characters, this is actually a much easier one for those players to beat. You just have to have like one elite team, 1 to 2 elite teams, and then you're good to go here, right? So what I think is interesting about this fight, this is essentially like a legendary Broly event. It's like a fighting legend Broly. It's exactly what this is. So I kind of wish that they released this portion of the Ultimate Clash as its own fight, as a fighting legend Broly, because that's exactly what this is. You go through like, I don't know, like 8 phases or something of Broly. So we have like base Broly. So I decided in this particular video to use like my Extreme Broly team, because I just want to try them out. Now this I did record before Int Broly dropped, like the new LR Int Broly. So it won't have him on the team, but the rest of it will be pretty much like my top tier Broly team. We definitely got to bring that Tech LR, ridiculous. I think the regular Int Broly should be fine here, because so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to pick out who my leader is going to be, right? So I want to pick a leader that makes sure it hits everybody. And I think what I opted to do, because I wanted to do AGO Broly, but I don't think he hits Turles, so I think I end up changing that because I want to run Turles on the team. But yeah, because you have to kind of think here, because you have to have 2 leaders to get into here. Yeah, so I swap it to Int Broly, because I'm pretty sure Turles doesn't fit on AGL Broly's team. And then what do we do? Harudegarn at the end? I'm trying to, or no, we got the Tech LR Broly. I just wasn't seeing it initially when I was doing this, but yeah, there he is. So yeah, now we've got like a really nice team set up there. So we're just going to hop in, and we're going to try to get through all of this. Now this is not, like, you are not guaranteed to get through here, even if you have a top tier team. Like, this Broly is actually tough. So we're going to do our best here to get it done in one run with one team, pretty much all the way through. So right here, this Tech Broly, I think you're pretty safe. This is a situation where I might put Broly, Chila, and Lemo in slot 1, because we got a nice slot of orbs there. We can get the guaranteed dodge. This Broly, that's the thing too with these Brolys. They are very aggressive. They like to super right away immediately in slot 1, which we're probably going to see right here. Yep, he supers like right away in slot 1. And a lot of these phases, I've seen multiple supers in the same turn. So that is, yeah, all things that we are going to be seeing in this fight. And like I said, there are AoE phases that you can definitely get caught with, right? Because I have done my other 2 runs after I recorded this just to get the extra rewards, because you do get summon tickets, right? 7 worldwide celebration tickets per run. So you definitely want to do this 3 times. And I enjoyed it. It's a fun fight because it's like a long fight. You're going to see the video length here is going to be roughly 20 minutes. So it's definitely not a short fight. So I think I was really looking forward to running the Easy A Int Broly here, the one that you're seeing in the middle of the rotation, because he gets time to stack up and you're going against the Saiyan. So once again, I think that Int Broly, you don't have to be going against the Goku. He will be better against the Goku, but I think if you're against a pure hybrid Saiyan, like, he is worth running. And the thing is that I'm going to get videos out for it, but there's 2 new Supreme Magnificent Battles out, and they're both against pure hybrid Saiyans or Gokus. Like, they're all in there. So we're going to be running that Int Broly on both of my runs, I think. And I'm going to get those uploaded as well. So yeah, it's kind of fun. We got some content now. It was kind of dead for a little bit. Now we definitely have some things to be showing off. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do like a dedicated showcase on the new Int LR Broly, because I'm just going to be showcasing him in those Supreme Magnificent Battles. So I think that'll kind of be the showcase. We'll just look at him in those battles as separate videos. But he's very good. I do like that Int Broly. I think some people are kind of underrating him because, like, he definitely hits plenty hard, right? Like, he's hitting, like, mine's at 69%, and I'm hitting like 17 mils with him, which is just fine. It's just, you compare him to the Tech Broly on this rotation, who, you know, in first phase here will be hitting like 25 mil shots, and then transforms, and then it's hitting like 40 mil, and then his active skills like 60 to 70 mil, like redonkulous amounts of damage. But the new Int LR, like 17 mil attack stats are definitely good enough, and he's got so much utility in that revive and the orb changing. And I think he's just something that this team needs. Like, this team's already got plenty of power, right? Between both of the Tech LR Brolys, that's your power, right? Like, they didn't need more attack. They needed more utility and defense, and that's what they get out of the new Int LR. So I think they actually built that unit pretty well, and I think he's going to work so good on this team. The one thing is it makes it a little bit trickier to use STR Turles, so I haven't quite decided how I'm going to run that. I've actually been running a team build with, like, no support. So I've been running, so what you're going to see in those Supreme Magnificent Battle videos, it's full Broly team and Cell Max. It's what it is. It's just like every Broly, like all of the best Brolys and Cell Max. So no Broly Chi-Line Lemo, no Turles. But that's definitely, like, if I wanted to change, I would probably take, like, so on the runs where I don't want to run like this Int Broly that you're seeing right here, like, if I'm not against the pure hybrid Saiyan, then I probably take him out, and then I put in like Turles or Broly Chi-Line Lemo right now. But I'm telling you, there's at least got to be a Super Easy A coming, and that Broly's gonna be really good. It's got to be. They haven't messed up a Super Easy A, and I am really hoping for the LR Broly being the first LR Super Easy A. That would be beyond hype, and dude, they would make him so crazy busted. I just know they're gonna make him crazy. So yeah, we got to see that. And that Broly is literally from the Part 2 movie, right? So I feel like, oh, it would be like the perfect time. I think the other thing that would be cool, this is just wishful thinking, only because in the past they have done super attack revamps for a couple of other really old LRs. They did it for Int Gohan, and they did it for AGL Majin Vegeta. But how cool would it be if when an LR Super Easy A's, they give them a super attack revamp? Like, if they gave that STR Broly a super attack revamp, that would be like an animation revamp is what I mean. Yeah, like revamp the animations. That would be so good. I would be all for it, for sure. See, the thing with the Int Gohan and the AGL Majin Vegeta, they gave him the animation revamp, which was awesome, but then they made the cards terrible. So we're just waiting for Super Easy A to fix those two. All right, so we've got the Big Daddy Tech Broly ready to go. It's just a matter of waiting for the phase that I want to unleash the beast, so to speak. This one's kind of tricky because neither of those two Brolys are slot 1 units. I'm just going to kind of risk it with AGL Broly in slot 1, right? I'm just going to risk it here. If you're watching this video, you know, after Int Broly, well, you are going to be watching this video after Int Broly comes out, because he's, at the time I'm recording the voiceover, he has come out. So the way you fix this team right here is if you just want to make sure Int Broly, like you would run Int Broly as a leader and then Tech Broly as a leader, right? And then what you do is then that Inch Broly can be your slot 1 on one rotation, and then the Carnival Tech Broly would be your slot 1 unit on the other rotation. The way my team is right now is I mean, Cell Max can definitely be the slot 1, but I'm trying to keep the Brolys on rotation. So I'm going to have that one awkward turn where I don't really have a great slot 1 unit. The Ant Dokkan Fest Broly, like if you get him stacked enough, obviously could go in slot 1, but you got to get him stacked a lot to get in slot 1. So this definitely isn't a perfect team build. Here comes the AoE, by the way. So we've got double digits there. But then, yeah, 187 there, and then 444. So we almost got killed there, right? Because Turles, he needs to attack to get a lot of his buffs. So that's where Turles is weak. Turles cannot handle the AoEs. So we almost died there. Luckily, we had a lot of HP. And now we're just going to peel, like, this AGL Broly, like, going against Tech. Like, AGL bosses are just shredded against the Broly team because your two biggest attackers are Tech units. Look at it, just shredded them. And we're going to see it in the Supreme Magnificent Battle where, like, the final boss of stage, what is it, stage 5 is a Super Saiyan Goku and he's AGL, and he just gets obliterated by the Tech Brolys. But this worked out great because now we got Broly, Chila, and Lemo to full heal us, which is amazing. And we got Domain, so now we can pop AGL Domain. So we came out of that almost dead, but on the next turn, we had a mega recovery here. That's where Broly, Chila, and Lemo does have value. That healing is so good when that goes off. When you do that big full field orb change, really good. Now I'm like, yeah, I want to keep Tech Broly on rotation. Now I could have done Tech Broly's active skill, but I'm like, no. I want to wait till we get to like one of the Bio Brolys, and I just want to like shred the Bio Brolys. Yeah, and we're 34 million with Broly, Chila, and Lemo. So they got plenty of damage here themselves. So I didn't want to waste Tech Broly when we already had that much damage coming through. Yeah, and then 22 on the additional. Broly and Chila and Lemo, I mean, they have their turns where they can look good. And the thing is with the orb changing, it does help, like the new Int LR Broly does help Broly, Chila, and Lemo a little bit. A little bit, but the problem is they need the orbs as well. 37 million for this guy, by the way. This is not with the active skill, that's just him, right? He can just pop 40 mil shots, critting, going crazy. Dude, that Broly EZA is one of my favorite EZAs they've ever done. Like, so crazy. Alright, so here I do have the cell lock if I want it. I'm debating because I'm looking at like Int Broly, like how high is his defense, but I mean, I don't know, it's a pure Saiyan. I trust Tech Broly in slot 1, and Int Broly's going to get to attack first and stack more defense, and he's going against the Saiyan, so he's what, 44% damage reduction? I'm feeling okay here. Let's see what Tech Broly takes here. He did get supered right away. Okay, 30k, that's fine. We can eat that, no problem, and then 28 million. Yeah, this Broly team's got so much power. I feel like this is the team. Like, if you're doing speedruns, this is the team you're speedrunning with. The damage is crazy. By the time we get the Goku and Frieza fight, it's going to seem easy. Because you break out these guys, which are easily exceeding the damage threshold, and we're just probably like one turn in Goku and Frieza. So, yeah, this won't be too bad. I mean, you have to get by some of the earlier phases, you know, which will be kind of tricky, but I think this team's packing so much damage, it's just going to make some content seem easier because of the damage. It's that kill them before they kill you mentality. Look at that. These Brolys are barely getting a second to breathe. Oh, and looky here, an AGL Broly, huh? Is this the spot where I want to unleash the beast? Maybe. I'm thinking I should, huh? Well, we put up Turles's, which is probably a waste, because this Tech Broly's going to go crazy. I think I do decide to... Oh, I don't pop it there. Probably because he's going to do so much damage anyways. And then Broly, Chila, and Lemo right there. And I think I saved it because I wanted to be linking better with a Broly before I popped it. Yeah, still like 40 million though. But I could have popped the active skill and definitely one-shot here. But this should do a lot. yeah, probably a good thing I didn't use the active skill. That would have been overkill because this Broly's just double attacking and killing. A 40 followed up by about a 24, and then he's gone. So yeah, probably a good thing I didn't do the active skill there. Dude, that Tech Broly's crazy. Now we're on to the Bio Brolys. I believe we got like 3 Bio Brolys. So you can see this is just a nice, healthy, long fight. We're on turn 9. And turn 9 with the Broly team tells you it's a very long fight, just in terms of how many phases. Because this team is one-shotting most phases. Now here, we've got type disadvantage with the tech units, right? So I decided to put Int Broly in slot 1 because he had like a healthy amount of defense. I think he was like 800k at this point. Now this guy does not count as a pure Saiyan, right? So we might take a little damage here. Let's see what we take. Yeah, we took 160k because we only had the, what, 26% damage reduction or whatever. Because Bio Broly, I do not believe counts as a Saiyan. I'll have to double check him, but pretty sure he is not. And actually, I should check. Does Bio Broly have big bad bosses? I'll have to check that old free-to-play unit, who, by the way, I'm completely expecting to awaken in EZA. Would be the two things that would absolutely astound me if they did not happen. Would be Bio Broly, the free-to-play unit, getting an awakening in EZA. That would astound me. Or at least to get an awake. Like, if they gave him a good awakening, I guess it wouldn't surprise me if they don't EZA him. But they got to do something with that free-to-play Bio Broly, right? And then if they did not do a super EZA of one of those two STR Brolys, I would be absolutely dumbfounded. Like, I would seriously be questioning the developers of Dokkan to be like, what are you guys thinking? Because they have to. Like, this is the celebration. It's a Broly-themed celebration. Has to happen. So, I would say I'm like 99.9% sure those two things will happen. Free-to-play Bio Broly will get either an Awakening or an Awakening and EZA. And one of those STR Brolys has to Super EZA. We haven't gotten a Super EZA since Physical Goku Black. So we're due. And those Brolys are so old. They fit the celebration perfectly. So it has to happen. All right, so I'm deciding right here. We're going to put Cell Max in slot 1. Now, here's where I made a mistake, because I believe I did use Tech Broly's active skill, but we had the Dokkan attack. I mean, dude, I could have put Tech Broly in slot 1 with the Dokkan attack, doing like a, 60 mil shot, but whatever. Cell Max, he's going to do a lot of damage here. It's, what, a 15 mil attack step, but on a Dokkan attack, it's going to hit even harder than that. But yeah, I never pay attention to when the Dokkan attack is coming, so had I done that, I maybe would have risked Tech Broly in slot 1, but yeah, there he is, like halfway dead already off of Cell Max. He's got some additionals coming as well. All right, now he's going to get supered. Cell Max should tank just fine here. All right, and then we got Tech Broly. This should finish here for sure. 44 million. Now, once again, we weren't linking up the greatest there because what is it? Cell Max and Turles he's with? Or Broly, Chila, and Lemo. Yeah, so he definitely could have been linking better. So yeah, we kind of missed our opportunity for the big 60 to 70 mil shot, because to get that, you need to be like linked up with another legendary Broly and then have support on the end. But that's fine. Like he did his job. He one shot. So, and I kind of had to use it there because I'm like, I don't know, is this, I mean, we're probably going to nearly one shot here, right? So we got Turles on the end. I think this rotation probably clears. I think it depends on how much Int Broly is critting, right? Because he's type disadvantage here. But Turles, he's going to put up a big attack stat here. He's got full 24 key. We got support. Let's see what Tech Broly does. Okay, double digits. 31 million, sure. It's just wild, you guys. The other thing I do like, too, about the new Supreme Magnificent Battle is that they have, like, phases where AoE matters, which is awesome, because you just clear those so fast. Between Cell Max and Tech Broly. Yeah, we're up to 12 mil with Int Broly, man. I didn't check his defense, but he's probably, around 1 million defense here with some damage reduction. Once again, against Bio Broly, not as good, because I'm almost confident, like pretty dang confident he's not a Saiyan. Okay. He's kind of like Cell Max, and like, it's supposed to be Cell, but he's not really Cell, right? Like, Bio Broly is supposed to be Broly, but it's not really Broly. He's kind of like his own unique thing. Yeah, Turles putting up some good numbers here, but he may survive the turn, actually. And I'm confident in Turles living here because he's got damage reduction and he's got guard here, so Turles can be fine. But Turles putting in some work, getting pretty close to killing him here. All right, so Turles is going to eat a super, but I think he should tank just fine. Yeah, double digits, no problem. See, when he's not getting AoE'd, he's doing pretty good. All right, so here, I mean, we just put Tech Broly in slot 1 and be like, you're out of here. Like, I could have put AGL Broly in slot 1, but it's like, no, let's not even play around. Like, let's just kill him. And then we've got Cell Max's lock just to be safe, but I don't think he's surviving that first barrage of attacks here, right? I do not think so. So I didn't even like do the locking because I'm like, I don't think we're going to need it. It wouldn't matter because I think the fight ends here, right? I don't think there's a phase after this. Okay. We get the additional things out of here. All right, Bio Broly. I mean, I don't think there has to be like a new Bio Broly unit. Like his representation might just be right here, but then in the free-to-play unit, like that could be the extent of it. So we'll see. So anyways, guys, let me know what you thought about this fight. But this is one of the funnest Ultimate Clashes. Like I love those types of fights. They're just really long, like a legendary. It's literally a legendary Broly event is what it is. So let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.